All right, I'm here in Oscoda. We have the Foote Dam here behind me. I just want to thank all the people that have been supporting me, either by subscribing to my channel, sharing and liking these videos, or by supporting me on Patreon. I want to thank my Patreon members,
Mr. Hominoid and Joshua.
And I'm almost to 30,000 subscribers. So just as a reminder, when I do hit that point, I will be donating $100 either to the areas of Sanford, Edenville, Smallwood, or Secord, and you will be the ones allowed to pick who I donate that to. You can actually see this looks about the same size as the Sanford Dam. People will correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but we have 3 spillways on this side. Looks like 2 are dropped a little bit lower than this third one right now. And this looks like this could potentially be the emergency spillway. However, the power is right behind that. So this could be the emergency spillway on this side. And this dam here is owned by Consumers Energy. I'm gonna go up on land and we can take a look at how things look on the other side. It is really windy here today, so hopefully you can hear me pretty well. And hopefully I'm able to fly my drone in this wind, but you can see there is a seawall all along this dam. It looks like it is pretty well maintained. This area right here is actually a portage for the Oscoda River canoe races. You can see right here. And then over in this direction, there is a big sand hill, and that's where a lot of the boats park to kind of relax on the weekend. And that seawall runs all along this way. And out here, this is referred to as Foote Pond, the area right in front of the dam. Let's go ahead, go down to the end of the seawall here, see how things look, as well as I'll go to the other side of the dam and see how things look on that side. I do know that this area up here in Oscoda did receive a little bit of flooding this spring. I wasn't able to get up here to film and see how bad it was, but it looks like the dam held up pretty well. See right through here in the fence. This has the spillways. And if you catch the last video that I posted, the webinar with the 4 Lakes Task Force, this is the spill gates they're talking about putting in. These new spill gates that if the water gets too high, they go over the top. Not spill gates that come down from the top down. Those spill gates can actually plug if the water level is getting too high and not allow that water to rush through here as fast, which is a less superior design than these ones that come from the bottom upwards. Now as we go up over the top of the dam, we can see the other side. This, of course, here is where the canoers slide their canoes down and end up in the water down here to finish their canoe race out to Lake Huron out here. And right here are the spillways on this side. They're actually using the hydroelectric power. I'm actually making power currently in this dam, and like I said, this is owned and operated by Consumers Energy. I'm now at the bottom of the dam. Here's the spillways on this side. Here's where the turbines are and where they're actually making electricity on this side. And the power plant is up there, the transformers and everything. And down here we can see the water coming out that side of the dam. A lot of people fishing over here. And here's the Oscoda River downstream. I was in the area, so I just want to stop by this dam and actually show you guys a dam that is still operational versus all the dams in Sanford, Edenville, Smallwood, and Secord that are not able to actually be run right now. They're really just draining all the lakes until they are able to make a lot of the repairs that are required by FERC and a lot of the other agencies until they're able to refill these lakes. So this is going to be a pretty short video, but I did just want to stop by and show you guys this. I'm actually going to go fly my drone at this point. So let's go see what we can see from the air. That up there on that side is actually a parking lot. So I'm guessing that the emergency spillway is actually on this side of the dam. You can see how it is nice and sloped. There's no concrete, but it is completely covered in grass. And on the other side of this is where that nice seawall was. Here you can see another nice shot of the bottom side of the spillways. and see how those spill gates actually operate. That chain up there and the winches will actually lift these spill gates from the bottom up to release that water. So I actually wasn't able to fly my drone at this location. There is a no-fly zone where they actually service airplanes in a military base just over in that direction. And so I pretty much just took the actual drone handheld and kind of walked it around here. I probably looked kind of funny, but that's the way I got it done. People were wondering what setup I am using. I'll actually switch to my drone now that I have sitting over here on the steps. This is what I'm using. All I have is my GoPro with a mic adapter and this mic here and a Gorilla Pod. And over there I have my drone with an ND filter on it, the DJI Mavic Pro 2. And down here I have the remote sitting for it. You can see right there, it says in a no-fly zone. So that is my setup that I've been using to film all these videos. Hopefully soon I will be able to invest in a DSLR or mirrorless camera to be able to zoom in and get some of those shots that are off in the distance a little bit. Even here on this dam, you can see where there's actually some decent sized cracks in this retaining wall that's just beneath the spillways. A lot of cracks over there on that wall. Let's go up here a little bit further. Decent amount of cracking here. And then just beneath the spillways here, all this concrete looks like it's just starting to bust off the surface there. Right here on this side as well, decent amount that's busting off. This just goes to show the crumbling infrastructure here in the US, especially here in Michigan with our dams. Here's another example of where a lot of stuff is crumbling. You can see this wall right here. This concrete is actually separated right on the corner of this. And the seawall starts right here. So this is the very edge of the dam. You can see right there is the wall that runs out. Kind of guides that water right into the spillways. There has been a few patches that they've tried to do. This material is some kind of like rubber type film material. As well as over here, you can see how much this concrete was busted out. It looks like they cut an area out, or this had already chipped out, and they backfilled it with some concrete. However, that's just on the surface. I don't think that is going to hold up very well structurally. This is a little further down on the dam. You can see this side here is what I believe to be the emergency spillway. They have gravel up here on top, and then the back side is all just planted with grass. And down there is their actual access point, the driveway to get to the dam. But if this starts to flood here, you know exactly what's gonna happen. What happened in Sanford and Edenville. That water will come over the seawall, start coming over the top, down this backside, and it will start slowly eroding all this bank back here until it works its way back, and this completely fails and ends up downriver, flooding the town of Oscoda. Thanks for watching, and make sure you catch my next video. Until then, I'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching, and make sure you hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video. Also make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next videos I will be posting, and leave your questions, comments, and suggestions below. As always, I just want to give a massive thanks to the people who support me on Patreon. Never underestimate the value of your contribution to keeping this channel going. Thank you.